Okay, Renaissance Festival assignment. Jack Maxiaris, Mr. Fredericks, World Geography, 8th period, November 11th, 2014. The dominant religion in England during this time was Christianity, due to the fact that they were English. The primary language was English, because they were English. Okay, the most common clothing. Women wore long dresses, often a bit lower to their ankles, shows lower than their leg line. When I mean leg line, I mean like collarbone. Depending on how you were economically, the dress will be tight or loose, meaning that a loose, like if you had a loose, it will be more reasonable that you will get a loose dress if you were more poor, because that way you wouldn't have anyone to tie it up for you, so it'll be easier to slip on and you can just get on it. So most wives of merchants or nobles wore tight gowns since they had servants to just help them. Would have a shaft or loose line, smock worn to protect the gown, and stockings which were knee high. Men had normal shirt, lacking cuffs, collar. Some will use cuffs and collars, but made by utilizing lace, meaning that the shirts didn't really have any cuffs or collars, but they just added it on. But they were made of lace. They would wear trousers on their legs, yeah, and doublets. And doublet is a short skirt like pants, where we'll put it after the leg trousers. Okay, as you see, this is a jerkin, the cuff and the collar. The doublet, which is, as you see, it looks like a pants and skirt. The upper horse is just the leg trousers, and these are kind of like socks or something. The woman, the French hood is like just basically like the hairstyle that they will wear. See, this is the cut line that I was talking about, where like it cuts, it goes under the line, the neckline, which is just a French cut neckline. And one of the pieces, but it doesn't really label them. And this is the outer gown with dress, and this is the inner gown, which probably they will be wearing stockings under. Okay, wild question. How would the children in the medieval times dress? Most children often dress like their mothers and fathers do. Both toddlers of both gender wore dresses. Most children were difficult to tell apart, so male children would wear hats or swords. Like, it would be difficult to distinguish which one was a girl and which one was a guy, so they would just put hats or give the guys swords. As you see, this is quite this is a mother, and I believe that this is the daughter, because as you see, it has a French cut line. It has basically the same thing that the mother has, except that the mother doesn't have the gown that protects the dress. And yeah, so this is basically a girl. Food. Most people in England ate soup or some kind of mush. Black bread, vegetable, or soup. Okay, when I mean mush, I mean like probably like bread and meat, like mushed together. Black bread was just bread. They probably got burnt. Oh my god. The vegetables are soup. That was the names that the names of the food that I just said were easy to basically buy, since they were cheaper than most other foods in England, so they were mostly for the peasants. Merchants and nobles, they ate soup, breads made with exotic spices, often sweetened with sugar, meat from pigs, stag, and beef, had feasts more often than peasants. So they had spices and exotic things. Feast. Okay, when you often went to a feast, you ate large birds like swans, peacocks, or cranes, meat like mutton, rabbit, chicken, turkey, ham, venison, and pheasant. Often ate fruit, jelly, nuts, and cheese as dessert. Or all together, or just maybe one, depending on how you went. Okay, as you see, this is part of the soup, and this is the soup too, and this is chicken that's grilled, beef, and this is just vegetables and some greens. Architecture. English buildings more closely resemble French than Italian buildings because of their similar characteristics like large windows, steeply pitched roofs, and tall chimneys. Most common type of buildings were mansions, manor houses, and townhouses. Okay, as you see, this is like a mansion. It's like a townhouse because, you know, it's in the town. You go inside the house. And this is basically a castle because, you know, it's medieval times. They probably have castles. Medieval times. During the medieval times, many people were under control of the king, meaning one person got power, which in this case, most people were peasant and poor. Yeah. Right now, the king and queen serves as an example of the country. More power is given to the people, making society more stable and in an economical way. Because, like I said before, the king just had the power, and now the queen is just serves as an example and just basically gives the British council, and she probably kind of gets a little bit of power, but not as much as they did before. And so that just basically sets like an equal lot, like it sets like equality for like all the social levels in England. Okay, as you see, this is a map of England, and right here we have England, you know, England. Right here is a map of Europe, and of course England is centered like right there, right here. Okay, this is a map of, this is a picture of me, and yeah, me, Jose, and Jonathan, and Mario and Christian. Of course, Mario is just there with his emu leg, which of course I believe was chicken, but until Mr. Fredericks told me it was emu, it is emu. And of course he's touching a bit of the chicken. So yeah, this is basically the end of the video, and hopefully you liked it. And okay, so bye.